anyone that gets into the creative industry, you feel like you're a bit of a loner. You sort of go in, there are very few people to take counsel from.
I think it's really important to do these things and to find people that they're not made it, but they're seeing the buds.
To have the name of Bafta and Burberry, which are very prestigious, classy, but global kind of brands, is amazing.
They teach you how to box, man.
I like to just create a character before I get on set and then be that person for however long you're shooting for. I find that quite addictive and I like it.
And this is brilliant because it really helps people that have come from slightly different worlds to just help them meet the right people. I got honour as the script probably about 3 years ago. It was exactly the kind of film that I wanted to make.
It's just so exciting, such a great surprise. I'm really just blown away to be involved and with Bafta and with the Breakthrough Brit scheme. With Little Big Planet, it just gave me a great opportunity to really kind of push my own visual style.
It's really nice. It's a really nice opportunity, really nice moment, and it's just yeah, it's just really nice to be asked and being honoured.
A few years ago, on a busy street in the city centre, I got hit by a car and died of my injuries.
You see people in libraries and cinemas and in supermarkets, and then the idea from that grew that, oh God, what if they were dead?
I like that it's not just actors or like that it's a group of us. I think it's quite nice and there's a mix. We're all different and it's nice. I read half of the first page and that was it. I knew I had to do it. I decided if I didn't get it, I was going to have to leave the country because I couldn't watch someone else do it.
Being a writer, you're not networking all the time, you're in a room, you know, with your laptop. So it's great just to get out and meet other creative people.
It's the end of the world, Lee. Screw it. Get us some biscuits as well.
Thought you were on a diet, mate.
I am, but I want biscuits.
Oh, I got you some shortbread.
Caramel one.
I draw on people who I know, people who I have known, composites of people and things like that. But luckily, people don't really recognise themselves.
A lot of my inspiration comes from my childhood. I like to look back at a lot of the things that I've done and the kind of things that I used to like. When I was developing TikTok toys, I just wanted to make something really simple with just a character that needs to get from A to B.
It's all about momentum, so as I say, a little piece of recognition having made the first film will hopefully kind of contribute towards the next films, plural.
Now, the only place around here fits the description is the Rise Club.
Sort of get something like this, you know, I'm kind of hugely enthusiastic about what it means.
I did 5 years in the Marines and every day then was different and you did new things every day, you went to different exotic places, you got to do loads of crazy stuff that people would never do.
It appealed to me when joining the Commandos that you don't just do it for yourself, you do it for your mates, and I guess the challenge was too much for Dixie to turn down.
The story that you're presenting, you've done your homework and the background knowledge.
I'm an independent game developer, which means I basically have spent the past 2 years mostly alone in a room working on my game. So I think, you know, having been picked, it's just so encouraging. Red Shirt is a comedy, sci-fi, social networking simulation game. When I pitched the game to Positech Games, they came up with the idea of maybe setting it aboard this future sci-fi space station.
Bafta's like the backbone of our industry, so to be recognised in anything I've done is just a real honour.
Whose beat's that?
Mine. It's fine. No lie, I've got loads.
What, are you a producer?
Yeah.
The character I played in Young was such a character I could relate to. He's not in a gang, he's not a bad kid.
To have an initiative like this where we're multidisciplinary and we can come together and share ideas, I think bigger and more exciting things will come out of it. A lot of my ideas just come from music, what I hear, and it's a feeling. I think games are about experiences and feelings.
The reason I sort of took it on was because it was for breakthrough people, and I got, you know, obviously there's people in my life that had helped me.
We were judging people who were coming from very different genres and industries or parts of the industry that we were used to. Talent always shines out.
For me, it came a bit of a shock, but it's, you know, it's great recognition for the work that I've done and the hard work that I've put in, and it just makes me want it even more.
Wanted to tell that someone had done that to my son. To look, I'd want the bastard hung.
I know what it's like to be with that young person. I know what it likes to be Robbie and Angel's share. His family background, his situation with getting a new girlfriend and having a baby, that was similar to my situation.
It can be very hard to break through if you don't have connections and all the rest of it. And things like this, forums like this, give people the opportunity to really like cast their net out and be like, hold on a minute, let's look at the work that's being made and the young people that are, you know, doing it.
Gwendolyn Harris, we've met.
Black Mirror, you're very much telling a story about an issue or a thing. You feel like your character's kind of serving a purpose.
There is no standard route to qualification to be a filmmaker, to be a game developer, I'm sure, to be any of these things. It's not like being a doctor, it's not qualifying from medical school and then being given an opportunity. You get opportunities based on your reputation.
You've only been out a matter of weeks, Harvey. You're not going to be the golden boy in any court in England.
I wrote to direct, not simply because I wanted to be a director and that was going to be my route to it. I just had some stories that I wanted to tell.
In 2010, I won Bafta's Young Game Designers Award. Ever since then, you know, just being able to name drop that means being able to go up in the ranks quite fast. I'm working on 10 Second Ninja, which has been in development for too long. And aside from that, I work on some more sort of like arty things.
It spreads the word to people who are higher up in the industry. If you're a director and you're looking for cast members, it means that you have that option of choosing someone who may have not been in a film before. I was young, and the idea of doing a film, any kind of film, was exciting enough. It just had everything in it that every boy wants to do. I was young, and the idea of doing a film, any kind of film, was exciting enough. It just had everything in it that every boy wants to do.
Selecting the 17 Breakthrough Brits has been a wonderful process to go on, and tonight is like a premiere. It's the first night of these fantastic talents as they step forward into the future, and hopefully we'll be watching a lot more of them in the years to come.
When